Hello people, so today we'll be solving LeetCode daily question 1700, which is apparently the name of the question is very funny. That is number of students unable to eat lunch. Uh, no dark jokes intended. Okay, and the school cafeteria offers circular and square sandwiches at lunch break, referred to by numbers 0 and 1 respectively, and all students stand in a queue. Each student either prefer a square sandwich or a circular sandwich, and the number of sandwiches in the cafeteria are equal to the number of students. And the sandwiches are placed in a stack at each step. If the student at the front of the queue prefers the sandwich on the top of the stack, they will leave. They will take it and leave the stack. Otherwise, they will leave it and go to the queue's end. Okay, and this will continue until none of the students want to take the top sandwich and thus are unable to eat. Okay. Now we'll be given two integer arrays, that are students and sandwiches. Sandwiches I will be the stack of sandwich, will be the stack, how in which way the sandwiches are placed, and students will be the like the queue in which they are standing. Okay, so we know from here it's a clear hint that we need to use the stack and a queue. Okay, so for in the first example we are having students as 1100 and the sandwiches are 0 in the form of stack 0101. So firstly, the none of the sandwiches, the first student standing at the queue wants, I guess, one represents square. Yeah, the square sandwich, but the at the top of the stack it's a circular sandwich, so he'll be move to the back of the queue. Then second student will come in the front of the queue. He'll again see that the top of the stack, in the sandwiches stack we are having a circular sandwich, so he'll just go to the end of the line. Then we are having a 0. That means the choice of the student is also a circular sandwich, and on the top of the sandwich stack we are also having a circular sandwich, so he will take and he'll leave the queue. Okay, so this is how the whole process will follow, and at the end we'll be having 0 students remaining. That means every student will get the desired sandwich which they wanted. Okay, so for this what we'll be doing is, let's have two data structure. That is, first initialize a queue of integer, that is, let's call it students queue. That will be equal to a new linked list, and let's just fill this queue, that is with for int student in students. What I'll be doing is I'll be adding students queue dot add a student. Okay, and then what else we'll be doing is we'll be having a stack for the sandwiches, that stack of integer again. Okay, just a second. So yeah, we'll be having a stack of integer. Let's call it sandwiches stack, sandwiches stack. That will be equal to a new stack. And what we'll be doing is, as we know that stack is like first in last out data structure, so we'll be adding the sandwiches from the backside of the sandwiches array. Okay, so for int I equal to sandwiches dot length -1, I greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus, and we'll be doing stack dot push, sandwiches stack dot push, basically sandwiches stack dot push sandwiches I. Okay, now we'll be having a count, so as to track that we don't fall in a loop, that let's say a person is never served, so we'll need a count to check that if a person occurs again, that means we are stuck in a loop, and we'll have to apparently return the number of students left. Okay, so what we'll be doing is that while not students queue dot is empty, and my count of students is always less than the students queue dot size. Okay, and now we'll be checking that if the top of the first person in the queue is the desired, his or her desired sandwich is same as the sandwich which is on the top of the stack, we'll be popping off the sandwich also and the person also. So for this we'll be using that if students queue dot peak is equal to the sandwiches stack dot peak. Okay, so in this case we'll be popping off from both, and that is students queue dot poll and also sandwiches stack dot pop. Okay, and we'll be setting our count again to 0 because that means we are not in the loop yet. Okay, else what we'll have to do, I'll have to pop the student on the first and I'll have to add it on the end. Okay, so I'll be doing students queue dot add students queue dot poll. Okay, and I'll be increasing my counter count plus plus, and at the end I have to just return the students queue dot size. Okay, students queue dot size. Okay, now let's run it. Sand, which is okay. Now let's run it. Yeah, now let's submit it. And it gets accepted. Okay, so this was for today. Thank you for watching.